Once upon a time, in a small, humble cottage nestled at the edge of a sprawling forest, lived a young boy with his loving mother. Life wasn't easy for them. They had very little, but they had each other, and that was enough. The boy was bright and diligent, attending school whenever he could, but his true classroom was the vast, whispering wilderness that bordered their home. Every day, after his lessons were done, he would venture deep into the forest, his heart filled with a quiet determination. His destination was always the same, a series of tranquil, hidden lakes, their surfaces like polished mirrors reflecting the endless sky. The scenery there was breathtaking, with ancient trees standing like silent guardians and the air filled with the sweet scent of pine and damp earth. It was a place of peace, a sanctuary from the hardships of his daily life. Here, by the serene lakeshore, the boy was not just a student, but a skilled fisherman. He knew the secrets of the water, the habits of the fish, and the perfect spots to set his traps. With nimble fingers and a focused mind, he would carefully place his handmade nets and lines, each movement practiced and precise. His connection with nature was profound. It felt as though the forest itself was helping him, guiding his hands. And each time, his efforts were rewarded. The lakes were generous, and his traps would be heavy with glistening fish. The sight of his catch always brought a smile to his face, a small victory against the constant struggle for survival. He was resourceful and clever. He knew that this bounty was more than just a meal. It was a lifeline. With a basket full of his catch, the boy would make his way to the bustling village market. There, amidst the chatter of merchants and the aroma of fresh produce, he would sell a portion of his fish. The coins he earned, warm and heavy in his palm, represented security. They meant he could buy a sack of rice, the staple that would sustain him and his mother, ensuring they wouldn't go to bed hungry. The journey home, with rice on his back and the remaining fish for their dinner, was always filled with a sense of pride and accomplishment. He was young, but he carried the responsibilities of a man, and he did so with a strength that belied his years. One bright afternoon, following his usual routine, the boy headed towards his favorite fishing spot. The sun filtered through the canopy, dappling the forest floor with golden light. He hummed a soft tune, feeling a sense of contentment as he approached the shimmering lake. He began to check his traps, his eyes scanning the water's edge with a practiced gaze. But then, something unusual caught his attention, a frantic splashing near the reeds, a desperate struggle that broke the calm surface of the water. He crept closer, his curiosity piqued. Peering through the tall grasses, his heart lurched. It was a small rabbit, its fur soaked and matted, flailing helplessly in the water. It must have slipped from the bank and was now on the verge of drowning. Its tiny legs kicked weakly, and its panicked eyes pleaded for help. Without a second thought, the boy's instincts took over. He dropped his basket and scrambled down the muddy bank. The water was cold, seeping into his clothes, but he didn't care. All he could think about was the terrified creature struggling for its life. He waded in deeper, his arms outstretched, his voice soft and reassuring. "It's okay, little one," he whispered. "I'm here to help you." He reached the rabbit just as its struggles began to cease, its small body growing limp with exhaustion. Gently, he scooped it up, cradling its trembling form against his chest. He held it close, trying to share his own warmth as he carefully made his way back to the solid ground of the shore. He laid the rabbit on a soft patch of moss, stroking its wet fur and whispering words of comfort. The little creature was safe, thanks to the quick thinking and kind heart of the poor boy from the forest.